Welcome to Leadership Sovereignty, the podcast. I'm your host, Terry Baylor, along with Ralph Owens, and today we'll discuss how being present is essential in all aspects of life, how everyone is always in a position of selling, how enthusiasm attracts people and fosters connection, and how sales techniques can be applied in everyday life. Enjoy the show.
And we are live. Hello, world.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Hope you're having a great start to your week.
Yes. It's a pleasant but warm Saturday morning here in Houston in the month of November. Still trying to cope with that right now.
I had a moment yesterday. It's like, wow, it's like the first day of November. It's crazy.
Yeah, and we still get temperatures into the 90s.
You know
What
what that
is
also
going on?
means? You know what that also
Mhm.
means? We are almost at 1 year for leadership sovereignty.
That's right. Significant milestone. Very
Yeah, we
grateful.
want to thank you guys. We want to thank you guys for being with us on the journey because it has truly been one. I was just talking with Ralph about even just listening to the show and how there are things about myself that I've, been working on as a result of listening to um, the content, right? It's
Yeah.
hard to really grasp what's happening in the moment. And
Mm.
doing leadership sovereignty has helped me better understand being present because there's a different presence that we have when doing the show than the presence that we have with listening to the show. It has really emphasized what it means to be present, right? Because there are different aspects of how you engage in those
Mhm.
moments. So in this moment, right, we are facilitating. So our
Mhm.
presence is different than when we are receiving. God, now we're kind of somewhat off topic here, but this is really important to understand. Being present in your different aspects of your life, right? Being present as a father, being present as a mother, being present as a brother, being present as a coworker, being present as a manager, right? We have to be in the proper mindset, right, to really operate in the what's the word I want to use, to operate effectively in the uh, method or role, right? I'll say role that you're supposed to be serving in. You have to be present mentally, right? So I
Mm.
just I just want to share that, man. Hopefully that helps someone today. But multitasking when you're on your meetings, I'm sorry, you're not present, right? So, you're in that car with your son or daughter, and they're talking to you, and you're kind of got the podcast on, or you're listening to some music. I don't know how present. So, anyway,
Mhm.
um, little off topic, but
Good.
man, it's been
It's
a
good.
1 year for us, and again, it's helped me to understand how to be present. So, what we're going to talk about today, though, is selling. What does that really mean, right? Are you selling? Do you consider yourself a salesperson, a saleswoman, a salesman? I like to propose that we're always selling. We are always presenting. We are always uh, in a position of influence, right? Especially leaders. Leaders, you're always selling. Whether you're trying to sell your teams on what it means for operational efficiency, right? Um, if there is a level of productivity that is required because there's a ramp up in whatever in your business, you when engaging with your team, you're selling, right?
That's right.
Meaning your ability to influence, your ability to articulate what the outcome is.
Mm.
And there are all kinds of methodologies around selling. We've all had the high pressure tactic when you go into, let's just say, a furniture store. A furniture store can be like high pressure sales.
Right.
Man, because they want you to get that couch because they know if you buy that couch, that's a 10-year investment, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
they don't. I don't think they're. Again, I'm not that familiar with the furniture business, but I know when we're in there, that salesperson is tracking us the entire time.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, there's always an aspect of selling that's going on, and so uh, understanding the product, right?
Mhm.
Understanding the service, right? As a
Mhm.
manager, you have a product and a service, right? And
That's
so
right.
in order to engage and get your teams to move in the manner or method that the business needs, we're selling. So we thought this
Mhm.
would be a very, 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 very good topic. So we're going to just start at the top. And I love this part because, Ralph, I think it's funny too. I think we are different ends of the spectrum in terms of who we are as people, right? Our
Mhm. Mhm.
personalities.
Mhm.
With that, though, I believe there's a richness in this first topic, which is the power of enthusiasm,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
If you guys had to say who's the high energy one and who's the moderate energy one, you guys, I'd be interested to see what you guys would say about that. But I don't believe it impacts the level of enthusiasm that
Mhm.
either of us shows and portrays, right? So,
Yeah.
and the reason I bring that out is a lot of times we believe rather that high energy means excitement.
Mhm.
It doesn't necessarily mean that. So Ralph, what do you think about that? Just starting off just around this, the ideal of enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm is a powerful tool. It's a very, very powerful tool, and some people may not think of it as an actual tool. They may just think of it as a natural attitude that a person has. But enthusiasm is a tool that you can turn on and you can turn off, right? But it's been proven that when you're enthusiastic, people want to work with you. People want to know what it is that you know. People may want to know more about what it is that you're selling, right? And I had to learn that it's something that I have to turn on at times, right? So one of the book references we'll have today is called "How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling" by Frank Betcher, and this is a fantastic book. Some may think to themselves that what does selling have to do with me? I don't sell anything. But to Terry's point, we are all selling something at any given time. Whether you are looking to get married, for all those brothers out there who have a wife, you
Uh-oh.
have to sell her on you, right? Everybody's a salesman, right? You're trying to, you have value in something that you're trying to get someone else to also value as well, right? So one of the points he made about in this book about enthusiasm is um, you have to be enthusiastic to become enthusiastic, meaning you have to make yourself enthusiastic, and then even if you don't feel like it, your emotions will follow later. I thought that was a really powerful tool because enthusiasm, when you're in a room full of people and you have people who are dull and sad and don't talk, the enthusiastic one is the one that everyone's attracted to. Is the one that everyone wants to be closest to. Is the one everyone wants to work with. So I think that the thing that comes to mind for me is enthusiasm is an actual tool, right? It's not just, oh, you wake up and you're enthusiastic or you're not. No, you can turn it on anytime you want. And when you do, your emotions will catch up.
Wow. I've heard someone say in order to be what you want to be, you have to recognize what you want to be.
Yep. That's it.
So, right, you got to identify it. Hey, I want to be this. I
Hmm.
want to I want to display this, right? Until we recognize what we want to be, right? I
Hmm.
heard it called intentionality.
Mm. Hmm.
Let's be intentional. And there is power in enthusiasm. I was listening to ironically, just happened to be listening to something on sales over the last couple days. And actually, you guys know I listen to Myron Golden quite a bit. And he referenced it in this manner, in that money is energy. And so basically, what he said is, look, high energy is not going to transfer into low energy.
Mm.
So let's say we walk into a room, right? And I have, I'm looking for, you know, someone to do business with. And I'm like, hello, how are you? My name is Terry Baylor. So great to meet you today. And you're like, hey, I'm going to be like, have a great day.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
Because you want to transfer, right, or exchange what you have with um someone or something, right, that you're working with, that's going to enhance and bring value to what you're doing, right? So, we all know in, the law of thermodynamics, right, that, energy is not created, right? It's transferred. It
Mhm,
never dies. It just, hey, it's transferred,
mhm,
right? And so if we try to, just from a pure energy standpoint, right, if you got high voltage and you transferring something into something that can't handle that voltage, it's gonna destroy it. It's gonna blow it up. Thank you for being with us today on Leadership Sovereignty. Stay connected with us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and on Instagram by searching for Leadership Sovereignty. And just like this podcast, let's all collectively grow as we go. God bless.